Hi, I'm Dave here at Allen Roan Limited. This is just a quick video to show you how we fit a Picatinny rail to a Sako 75 or 85. So this Picatinny rail, made by Contessa in Italy, comes in components. So you have a rear base, a front base and the Picatinny rail. As you can see on this Sako 85, it's got the tapered dovetail system. The front and rear bases are tapered. The Picatinny rail bases are also designed with a taper to fit onto this profile. So we're going to start by sliding on the rear base onto the tapered dovetail. Now this will slide onto a point, but then we use a plastic hammer or a wooden drift to tap this on a bit further so you get a good friction hold. Once you're happy it's in place, you can then tighten the grub screws on the base and this will lock the base in place permanently. Once these are tightened up, you can then move on to the front base. It's exactly the same, so you slide it onto the tapered dovetail and you can tap it on with a plastic hammer or wooden drift. As you can see, it does move up and provide a good friction hold when you tap it with a hammer. And once you're happy with that, you can then tighten the grub screws on the top of the base and this will lock the front base permanently in place. You can use some thread locker on the screws if you feel it's needed, but we feel the friction hold of the dovetail when it's tapped on, plus the extra hold of the grub screws on each base is sufficient hold enough, and that rail is not going anywhere. So once the bases are both fitted, you can then fit the Picatinny rail over the top of the bases. So you take the Picatinny rail and the rear of the rail will have a recoil lug or locator, and you can use this to align it with the rear base. So position the rail on top of the base and the screw holes on the rear base will align correctly. You can then drop the two screws into the rail and tighten up. But don't tighten up fully just yet. Once you've fitted these two screws, you can then move on to the front base. Now the front base is made to accommodate various rifle models and different action lengths, and it uses a sliding block to fit the Picatinny rail to the front base. Now it's just a matter of dropping the sliding block in place. Once this is in place and you're happy with that, you can then insert your screw and tighten up. But don't tighten up fully just yet. Once you've checked the rail and you're happy everything's in place, you can then proceed to tighten up the screws fully. We tend to just add a quarter turn just to knit the screws up tight. Okay, so that's the Picatinny rail fitted and secured to the rifle. It's very straightforward to fit and it's the same process across all of the action sizes. That's it for this video. I hope you've enjoyed it, and if you have, hit the like and subscribe button and we'll see you again soon.